Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Harley.
This is Should You Need Us, your cosmic invitation to the absurd, the obscure, and the astonishingly weird.
Let the oddities begin. I have actually a request for listeners. I'm really wanting some new good punk music recommendations.
Well, that's a good ask.
Especially like folk punk, because all of my like folk punk people that I listen to are either dead or just not coming out with music anymore. Like, I don't know where Pat the Bunny is right now.
Aww.
And Eric Peterson of Mischief Brew died a few years ago. And I'm just like, he would have created amazing music for the time in the world it is right now.
We need music. We need protest music, punk music.
We need punk music. We need folk punk protest music.
Yep.
Because it is the best kind of music, and that's what gets me going.
Oh, I know. I was just talking about that with Natalie. They want to write a protest song, and I was like, yeah, that's what we fucking need.
Yeah. Like, I don't need... Bruce Springsteen just came out with a protest song, and...
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I want folk punk. I want, like, angry. I didn't even listen to it. I will. I'll listen to it. Nothing against Bruce Springsteen, but that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I need to rile me up.
What did he just do that was, like, fucking badass?
Isn't there a new movie about him?
Yeah, he did something else. He, like, donated money to, like, Palestinians. Hold on, let me look it up.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just Googling as I was saying that. I don't even know how to look this up. Like, recent events. What has he done? Well, now everyone's just talking about
his new
protest song.
Apparently Dave Matthews also just came out with a protest song or something. I don't know. Someone at work told me that. Don't quote me on this stuff. This is how I get a lot of my information, is people just tell me things. I'm like, okay, cool.
Same. People tell me a lot of things in the chair, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool. I'm going to look that up later. And then I'm like, fuck, I didn't fact check it, but I heard it.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes they'll be like, oh, that's cool. I'll look it up later. And then people know me, and they're like, you're going to forget, until they'll text me. And literally, I have like 50 unread text messages in my phone right now. It's gotten to the point where I can't even go through my old messages because people send me things because they're like, oh, Harley, you're going to forget. Let me send this to you.
Oh, my God.
I want to look at it when I'm like sitting, able to focus on it and actually look it up.
Which is rare.
And now my phone, every time I look at my phone, it overwhelms me. So I haven't really been on my phone the past like 2 weeks.
Why could it possibly overwhelm you? Yeah, same. I mean, I have like the incoming client text messages, and like when people book, I get a text, and I've like muted that one, but like I have it on because I want to see if someone cancels, and like I just I have the emails off because that's too much. I can't get a text and an email for every fucking notification. But same. Sometimes people will send me something like, oh, remember to do this. And I'm like, that's not helpful to an ADHD person. You're just adding it to the pile. You're just notification 105. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to check that.
Yeah. I
feel terrible, but it's true.
I used to get really stressed about, like, the little notification on my messages if it was, like, more than 3, and I'd always have to check it. And then I'd often just leave people on red because I'm like, I can't respond to this right now. But now I've gotten to the point where it's like my email like inbox.
Yeah, I just don't even like.
Overwhelming.
It doesn't bother me anymore.
My email shut off.
Because it won't let you take any more emails?
Yes, my email is full, and so now I'm also kind of fucked because I'm like, I have a lot of things attached to that email. I'm like, well, not getting those.
Shit. I hate that it can do that.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm like, well, sorry, Department of Education. I'm
not getting those emails. That's for damn sure.
I get those phone calls and it says Department of Education. And I say, nope.
I'm not getting any of those, Harley. What are you talking about? I've never, ever gotten a call, email, or letter from them. Yeah, dude. I've been, like, putting off, I gotta fucking do my taxes. And, like, oh, my God. It's just all this stuff that I don't want to do. Like, insurance, doctor stuff. And I'm like, God, it's the executive dysfunction. Like, the amount of time it takes for me to, like, get on the phone. Like, you know how it is trying to get a fucking doctor's appointment or, like, anything these days. Let alone not having insurance. Don't get me started on that. But, we live in hell. Yeah. So, it's just one of the many injustices we face every fucking day. And I feel like most of the stuff that I'm putting off is, like, super chill, no big deal. can put off longer. But, you know, can't put off forever.
Or can you?
I mean...
And we could just sit and yap.
If we all collectively put it off forever, then what are they going to do about it?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Who is scratching?
That's Sasha.
Sasha, what are you getting at? What do you have? Do you have a paintbrush? Oh, I'm almost done with this.
Oh my god, let's see it. That is so fucking cool.
I
Alex
probably already talked about it.
No, we haven't recorded since you started it.
Oh yeah. I wanted there to be a container for my Taco Bell sauces because I still occasionally buy Taco Bell because whatever, sue me. But
we all have our vices.
We all have our vices. I wanted a container to keep my Taco Bell sauce in that's shaped like a Taco Bell sauce.
Okay, I want one.
I'll make you one.
Oh my god, I would love one.
There was none online, and so I decided I have to make it. And so I'm going to do the hot, and then I might put like little words at the bottom. I don't want to fuck it up. And then I'll do something funny. But
Oh my god.
I don't know what it will say yet. This one says, I won't wait forever.
That's a good one.
I don't want it to be one of the actual phrases. I'm going to have it say something funny.
Okay.
But that is just... I've gone through Big Lebowski quotes. Like, I've gone through Drag Race quotes. Like, I don't know what I'm going to make it say.
There's so many options.
There's so many options. I'll make you one.
Please, listeners, if you have recommendations.
Yeah, what phrase should I put on my Taco Bell packet vase?
Maybe like a song from or a lyric from an emo band or something.
Yeah, I like that. I was also thinking just like an old vintage Taco Bell commercial, but we'll see. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We'll update you.
Yeah, it's very important news. Oh, yeah. So, I'll talk about my spooky tale.
Yes.
Which is less so a tale. It's a factual thing that has happened in the past that I don't know if a lot of people... I mean, some people know about it. I don't know. Some people maybe aren't as weird as me. Like Victorian, post-mortem photography.
Ooh.
Have you ever heard of that?
Yes, I have.
But do you know how much they did it?
No.
Because they did it a lot. With a lot of dead,
why not?
With a lot of dead people. And it was just a weird practice. And I like photography. I like ghost pictures. And I was looking up stuff about ghosts. And there's so much around photography of ghosts, specifically being fake. And I was like, okay, a lot of the stories I was looking up were proved to be fake. So I was like, oh, well, this is real. This really happened. And it's about as scary as a ghost picture can be.
Oh my god.
They're pretty horrifying. I mean, more so sad. But yeah, this practice was something that went on for, I think almost 100 years.
Wait, all those children standing in a line, are they all dead children?
No, only one of them is.
Only one.
Which one do you think?
The one that is the youngest with her eyes closed and her head...
Yeah, that one.
Her neck's not supporting it.
Yeah.
God, imagine being a child and being like, okay, your sister just died. Let's take a family photo.
Let's all go take a family photo.
No wonder people didn't smile in photos back then.
I think, one, yes, they're mourning. Two, holding a smile for the amount of time it takes to sit for these photographs was, way harder to hold.
I mean, but today... we have to smile for such a long fucking time because people take 30 photos at a time. And so you have to stand there smiling like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? And then people are like, oh, yeah, I just took 30 to be safe.
This is a great question. I wonder how long these photographs took to develop. Okay, actually pause the podcast because I'm going to look that up.
Okay.
I am curious how long they take to develop. I think we're talking hours.
Hours.
Yeah, so imagine standing there next to your dead... sibling for hours. God.
And start to smell.
Yeah, they probably fucking did.
How long is it?
The daguerreotype exposure time varied greatly, but usually anywhere from 3 to 5 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
So, not hours.
Yeah. Well, 15 minutes of smiling would be hard.
But, prepping the camera, getting the scene set, staging everything, that could take hours. But, yeah. So stillness is key for the daguerreotype to like take. So that's okay for one sibling. So usually in the photographs you can tell because like the real kids will be moving and they're blurry. The one that's not blurry is usually the one who's dead.
That's how you tell.
Yeah, and it was also less taboo. And people died at home and like were around death a lot more in the Victorian era. So it was like probably a little like it was obviously sad, but not like maybe as weird to have like a dead relative in your living room for an extended amount of time during the grieving process. But this was happening during definitely like the early 1800s. Like they were not taking the photographs. They were hanging out with their dead relatives for a long time. I don't know why we stopped doing that. We should bring it back.
Some cultures still do, actually.
Yeah, a lot of cultures still do.
They will have the coffin brought in and their dead relative hang out in the coffin in like their living room, and neighbors and other family members will come, and it's just a giant party around a dead person.
So I'm sure this had some, there was probably a celebratory, like having the money and like time and like resources to take these photographs was also probably not just available to everyone. You probably had to spend some money on this, so it's probably around like a funeral and like people would be part of the portraits. But this was happening in the 1840s to the 1930s, so almost 100 years.
Why did it stop? Why don't we do this?
I think exactly because it just started to get weird. I think people were like, we don't want to do this anymore. I think we started to modernize death and like funeral homes and like embalming people, and I think it was more so like, yeah, we'll do an open casket, but we don't need them like stinking up the living room.
Yeah. And now a lot of people like here in America and the States, we don't do a lot of open caskets. It's a lot of cremation.
Yeah, and I think this is mainly because, before photography, they didn't have a way to memorialize these people other than like painted portraits. So
this is the one photo you get.
Exactly. Unfortunately, for a lot of these portraits, they were of children because they died so young. They didn't have another picture of them. And so you don't see a lot of like older people because they had portraits throughout their life and the family would rather hang that on the wall.
Yeah.
Like it is macabre, and it was part of like the memento mori, like Victorian era of like jewelry. So they would make little brooches with like painted portraits. And this became really popular around like the 1850s and 1860s. And they would make the memento mori out of hair. And I almost did this whole episode on the hair thing, but it's kind of just what it is. Like braided hair pieces, and they'll make like little flowers, and they'll make like little trees, and I'll post pictures of that too on Instagram. But this was just what they collected, and now we have pictures of people, and we have better ways to memorialize them, I guess. I think, I don't know, maybe some people in the US do still have a lot more of this than we even know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be very stoked if I came over to like, oh yeah, this is like my new partner, friend's, like parents' house, and then like there's just like a picture of a dead person on the wall.
Yeah.
I would be fascinated.
I would be fascinated too. Like I don't think I'd be mortified. I think I'd be like, wow.
I would be bummed, but I'd be like, I have some questions. I'm curious. But I think it just became taboo, and we stopped needing to mourn that way. But yeah, this went on for like almost 100 years. After Louis Jacques Monde Dacour in 1937 basically announced like the daguerreotype and started making these photography processes. So they're like the first photographs. So these are like mirror-like images on plates of iodine. So it's not the tin type photographs, which I misunderstood, because the tin type ones are done like on iron, and then there's an ambro type, which is done on glass. So these are all very like the first photographs. So real ones are like very rare, and I think a lot of the pictures I was looking at online were AI, and I was like, that sucks. But you can find libraries and places that like still store a lot of these from the Victorian era.
That'd be cool to like, because you know when you go to the Goodwill or Value Village or something like
Yes.
that, and you find old photos.
Yes.
Imagine finding an old like death portrait photo.
I have legit thought I found one once, like digging around an antique shop. Just you pull open a drawer of old photographs, and I saw one time, and I was like, "This kid's dead, for sure dead," and not dead, but looked very close. I think generally you really can tell. Like I've looked at a lot of these photographs, and sadly, like there's just a light that's in people's eyes that's not there.
Yeah.
And another thing that's hard to tell with often adults and kids is they'll have like a prop behind their head, like a cane or like a stand. And sometimes that's just because the person who's taking the photograph like needed something to lean against to hold really still for 15 minutes. But then some of them are like support propped up for the dead person. They would often like paint over people's eyelids. Ooh. So you can sometimes tell that it's a painted eye.
Ooh, I want to see. Do you have a picture of that?
No, I couldn't find a good one, but I will find one for you. Pretty much all the ones I saw, it's like, yeah, like their eyes are like open or closed. There would often be mothers like holding babies, but like they would be cloaked and like covered in fabric. And those ones are particularly creepy, with the mom like covered in a sheet, like holding up the baby.
Yeah, very ghostly.
Yeah, very ghost-like. And then a lot of times, you know, these people were not necessarily stored in the most cold conditions, and there were some signs of decay, so you can tell the difference. But yeah, they did that for a really long time. I feel like 100 years of doing that is just an odd practice to drop off from so much, and I think that we should bring it back. I think we should, but maybe if you don't want to take pictures, maybe do like the hair.
Yeah,
I feel like the hair memento moris are really coming back. I've seen a lot of people do cool jewelry with like ashes. So it's like we still do a lot of things around like grief. Like people will make stones or like plant a tree with the ashes, but
I want to be pressed into a vinyl. That's a thing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can choose your songs.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I have a playlist on my
that's
called my death vinyl playlist, so that when I die, so now you know too, so when I die, burn my body and press my ashes into this record.
That's crazy, dude. Okay, now I know, and you gotta transfer that playlist over to Tidal.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you keep that playlist. Yeah. Keep all the right songs on there. Okay.
And
good to know.
I made this playlist like, oh my god, like 10 years ago or something. And I still go back to it often. I'm like, yeah, no, these songs are they're still good songs.
You stand by it.
Yeah, I stand by it.
Well, that's good, because any day. I'm just kidding.
And I also remember there was like a few weeks or a few months ago, I texted you and Nicole, and I was like, okay, when I die, you guys need to write my obituary, but I want it to be like, when people read it, be like, oh my god, that was one badass bitch.
Hell yeah.
Like, she slayed. Like,
well, Nicole should write it because she's the better writer.
Yeah, but you gotta help with the ideas.
I'll help you, but you're writing Harley's obituary. I was just watching an episode last night of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and he writes the obituary for like his wife's dead aunt. Like, accidentally writes, instead of beloved aunt, he writes beloved cunt. And I was like, I'd be fine with that being my... That's...
Do that.
I hope I'm a beloved cunt. I know I'm a cunt, but I hope at least I'm beloved.
I love you.
I love you. I would be fine with being made into jewelry. Okay. And then someday people are like, you know, who knows? I just like I'm thrifted down the line in some little antique shop one day, and I'm like, I'm gonna haunt your ass. You don't even know this ring you just bought is some bitch's ashes.
Yeah, and that's what I hope too. For all the, I don't know how many vinyls my ashes could make, but whenever people play that vinyl, I hope some spooky shit happens.
You're
like I'm
there.
gonna haunt them or do something.
Exactly. That's really cool. Actually, I feel like you've told me this before. I'm like deep in the recesses of my brain. I'm like, I didn't know that you can be turned into a vinyl. You can be turned into a lot of things. People get buried in like weird coffins too. Like there's a lot of like cars, lots of shaped things.
There's also, this was another thing that I was like, okay, maybe I'd want to do this with my body, but you can donate your body to canines, the canine force, and help dogs like practice sniffing out dead bodies.
Yes.
I was like, oh, I would do that too. Like,
I've seen the body farms.
Yeah. So I'm like, I would be down to help train a dog how to find dead people.
Yeah, so you're donating your body to science. Mm-hmm. I said this once that I wanted my body to be like in one of those body farms where they study the decomposition, mm-hmm. but they do like different like terrains. Like, it can be insane.
Yeah.
Or, like, someone's like,
mm-hmm.
I was like, I want to be put in like a fucking fur coat.
Mm-hmm.
And like dressed to the nines and like just lay me out there and see
what happens.
They said, oh, this is another fun fact for you guys. Cats, wild cats, even maybe not wild cats, just your little domesticated cat who runs outside, they go to those fucking body decomposition farms and eat the people. What? All the time. Like they have to, yes, they have to like keep the cats out of the body farms.
You got 3 cats in here.
I already know this. I discuss this with people often. Like, I'm aware they'd probably eat me. I think my guess is like Ziggy or Sasha would eat me first for mm-hmm. sure. Ziggy's a chunky boy, so probably Ziggy. But Sasha really likes to chew on my hair when I have hair product in, so she could just like keep going.
For your hair? Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My bet's on Ziggy, but...
Yeah, mine too.
I'm fine with that. If I ever died in here, I hope they would eat me.
I'm gonna now constantly like be checking in on you, being like, "Are you dead? Are you dead?
Are you dead? Are you dead? Are you dead?"
Did your cats eat you yet?
I'm just fine. I hopefully will respond. I respond pretty frequently to things. I think it'd be people would know pretty quick. Mm-hmm. They'd still probably get a nibble in, but I feel like people would know pretty quick that I'm dead.
Come to your apartment and you're bald.
Oh my god! Oh god, that's really funny.
Sasha's just
Alex has worn a wig this whole time. No, Sasha ate it.
There's hairballs everywhere.
Yeah, dude, she loves to eat my hair. Yeah,
Cats are weird.
They're cute.
That's why I have dogs. Instead, dogs end up starving
to death.
Yeah, because they're so depressed or they won't leave your grave.
That's so sad.
You know, I think that's what would happen to Gertie. Like, I don't think Gertie could function.
No, I don't think so either. Mm-hmm. I think Eva would also fall into a deep depression.
Mm-hmm. But I think she would still eat.
No, she'd eat, mm-hmm. but she'd be depressed about it. She'd eat less.
She would eat less.
And you'd be like, wow, she's really affected. Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't put a ton of thought into exactly what I want to be done, but I do think that the, that like, earth decomp, like the, what's it called? It has a name, the like e-compost place. There's one in like Renton.
Oh, really?
Somewhere. And they like bury you in like a bunch of wood chips and dirt, and you just get like broken down into dirt, and then they give the dirt back to your family. Huh. And then you go pick up a truckload of dirt, and like that's your dead relative, and you go put it wherever you want. Plant a tree, add it to your land. People do all kinds of different things with it, but
grow some weed. Oh, that's what I want to be. Grow some weed out of my dead body dirt. Okay. Make it a cool name. Yeah. The Schlegel. The Schlegel strain. That'd be great. It would definitely have to be a nice hybrid, I think. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love weed. Yeah, grow me into a plant, please. I'll do that for you. If I outlive you. But take a nice portrait of me first and make 100%. Sure that you can't see the cane propping me up. I'll paint your eyelids. Yeah, paint my eyelids real good. I want it to look like when people do the anime eyes, like the Powerpuff Girl eyes on top. I want that. Okay. Or bubblify you. Yeah, turn me into bubble eyes. Mm-hmm. People do actually do some interesting like open casket stuff. I have never seen a dead body. You've never seen a dead body? Nope. Wow. Mm-hmm. Even so, there was a time when I was studying in Mexico, and the house that was next to me, the lady died, and they had like the open casket, and the casket was just there on the front porch, and I could see it from my window. But she was in like the casket was open, but there was a thing of glass over her. Okay, so it was so with the glare, I couldn't see in. Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Which I was happy about, but that did fuck me up for the whole like week. That there was just an open casket. You're like, she's just over there. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of like Latino cultures and a lot of like I think Black cultures too do a lot more like very extravagant open casket stuff.
White people are just scared of everything.
We are.
Yeah, it's very... Clearly,
Yeah.
as we're seeing, right now, scared of everyone, everything different, everything that's not white, but I think if we just start posting more pictures of dead people, if you know what I mean,
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. That could change white people a lot. Did you see that ICE officer that got their fucking fingertip bitten off?
No.
Bitten off.
By what? By who?
By someone.
Nice.
Yeah. Hope their teeth are okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fingertip, I don't think the bones don't go that far. So if it was just the tip.
There's bone up in there.
I've cut my fingertip off before and did not hit bone.
But there's bone all the way up until,
okay.
like, because that's a knuckle, that's a digit, and then there's bone after that. I
wonder, yeah, okay.
And did you know that you can bite off the human pinky with the same pressure it takes to break a baby carrot?
I have heard that.
Keep that in mind, folks. It's true.
And it's the same thing with, like, it takes the amount of pressure to pull someone's ear off as
Yep.
it does, like, it's like 5 pounds or something.
It's like 2 to 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so remember that too. Earlobe, full body weight, straight down.
Pinky, eat a carrot.
Pinky, carrot time.
We're teaching you self-defense right now, you guys.
Hand in car window, right arm, grab between thumb and forefinger, pull straight down. Keep that in mind.
Get a butterfly, one of the butterfly knives.
In case you're needed self-defense.
Yeah. Butterfly knife, stick it right in the, what's this area? The appendix area kind of thing. And twist.
Soft
Never
tissue.
just stick a knife in. You got to stick and twist.
Learn, like, a proper way to hold a knife. Get pepper spray, whatever you need to defend yourself.
And we are on a list now.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I'm already on the list. I'm talking about self-defense for women to protect themselves from creepy men. Go feminism. Okay, that's probably still on a list. Whatever.
You can't
be a feminist anymore.
Yeah, you can't say feminist. Yeah, you can't say feminist.
I'm sure in our previous episodes we've said nothing to add us to any kind of list.
Yeah, we're on a list. I was on a list before we even started this podcast.
Dude, don't even get me fucking started. But yeah, with that, I hope y'all are safe and hanging out with your friends and your community. And
because right now, community is what we need.
Stay warm from this icy weather we're having.
Yeah, not up here. I want snow.
Well, we're probably going to get it in like February, March. I feel like we never get snow in January.
No, we don't. We never get snow in January. It's usually like March.
Yeah, the times in recent years I remember being snowed in were like Valentine's Day or like definitely into March.
Yeah. And
then it springs forward and then it's warm again.
And then it's our birthday.
Hell yeah. Wow, we've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for listening, y'all.
And remember,
should you need us,
we'll be here.
Bye. Could use a little wine after every day. Or every fucking day. The wine should be good if it's like really hard to open. Yeah, that's like the rule, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Easier, the lesser quality it is.
Yeah, that's proven to be true.
The twist offs, which are the easiest by far, are usually like the $2 chucks.
Yeah.
And if the cork is in there really well, that's probably like top of the line.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. That's some good wine right there.
That is